good. All right, you guys, we start in just a little bit here, less than a minute. All right, well, it is officially 7 o'clock. So hello everyone and welcome to our phase one of our breeding streams on Howrse.com. Hi London, I see you popping in. Hi, welcome. So Howrse is a free-to-play browser-based game that has been around for 20 years. So I played this when I was a kid growing up. I spent a lot of hours on this and was almost late to class a few times because I had a really hard time walking away from the computer. So this game's very near and dear to my heart. Um, and at the time when I started, I was really interested in crossbreeding, and so I am kind of getting started on that today. So Howrse is a semi-realistic game where you essentially raise, train, and breed horses, and you try to improve the stats that they have so that they score better in competitions and get access to higher ranking competitions and eventually can start winning Rosette. Has at least the most common ones, and I am working on my new crossbreeding project. Which is going to be called Cuellos Crestados, which means crested necks. And that is going to focus on all of the Spanish breeds in the game that use the same picture for their horse. So I'm also including the African Barb as one of the breeds on that list, and even though Barbs are not Spanish, they have been used as stock for many of our Spanish breeds today, so I felt they're more than appropriate to include on my list. My complete list of the breeds on this project are going to be the Barb, the purebred Spanish horse, which is basically an Andalusian, Lusitano, Manga Larga Marchadors, Lipizaners, and oh, who am I forgetting? Peruvian Pasos. So, 6 different breeds. We've got 12 mares set aside today for the breeding. But what I decided to do is, since the studs are based on availability depending on when the players themselves decide to put their horses out to stud, what I did is I took the top of each breed that I have, and I went ahead and covered those mares to make sure that they get a good covering. But I am going to go ahead and log in here, and we are still going to be breeding the remaining 6 mares that are just of a slightly lower level. So I'm gonna hop over to my breeding farm. So one really cool thing that Howrse does is they allow you to create affixes for your horses. So like I'll scroll down. This is just kind of my like junk folder of horses that I ended up with. So if you see this like extra text here that appears after the names of some of the horses, that is an affix. And that is basically something that you as a player, you can add this tag to horses that you have bred yourself, and that way, anytime that your horse gets sold, they keep that affix with them, and it's just kind of a way to like market your breeding and get other people to, hi Des, um, get other people to know what your projects are on the game. Now with that, and also with these tabs that they have up here, which they call breeding farms, combining those two features allows you to create your own breeding projects. And so it's just a really, really cool thing. So we are working in the stars folder today because this first phase of the project is just focusing on developing the purebred stock that I will later use for the Cuellos Crestados crossbred project. So these are the Estrellas Soñadoras, which roughly translated means dreaming stars. And you can see that a couple of my mares in this tab, they already do have the Estrellas Soñadoras tag on there, And that is because when I started my account, I was having a really hard time finding mares of a high enough level. And so, in a couple of cases, I did have to breed my own um, high quality mare and then raise them up from babies just to get started, even for the purebred phase. So, looking at our folder, like I said, half of these mares are already pregnant. But we are going to be doing the breeding today, and I have enough aging points to be able to age through all of the pregnancies so we can see what the foals look like tonight. So we're going to start here with powder sugar. And you'll probably notice that in front of a lot of these horses, I have this little like code that I put in here. This is just stating the breed of the horse, their genetic potential, and their sex. Um, so now I'm just going to show you a little bit about the horse profile. So when you scroll down, there's a genetic tab here, and when you're looking at this tab, this number up here is what's known as their genetic potential. You can see below there are 6 different skills that all of your horses can develop in the game, and the sum of all of those skills is projected to be this genetic potential number. So this is the number that your horse is expected to accumulate once you have completed all of their training. And what we do before starting a breeding project is we do something called BLUPing, B-L-U-P. So that stands for Best Linear Unbiased Prediction of their genetic potential to their offspring. And so what you'll see here is the BLUP bar right here. It goes from negative 100 to 100. When a foal is first born, it starts at negative 100. And through your training and aging of your horse, you get them up to 100, which means that they will pass on the best amount of their traits as inborn skills to their foals. So you want to do that before you ever start your breeding project. But we are starting with our purebred Spanish horse, Powder Sugar, who has not been bred yet today. And let's hope that we are in luck tonight and that we have some good studs. Because I was a little bit worried about that doing this project so late at night. So we're going to go here and we're going to start our cover. We're going to check that we want pure breed. Scroll down here, find our purebred Spanish horse. You can see how many different breeds they have here. We are going to make sure that we set our BLUP to 100. And I have her marked as 24. That means that she has over 24,000 genetic potential. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that here. And then we're going to display the coverings and see what pops up. And then I'm going to go ahead and sort these so that we see the top genetic potential. Now, one other thing that I want to pay attention to is I want to actually try to avoid using the same studs, because even though this is not necessarily going to be an NIB or a non-inbreeding project. Can I help you, kid? Des is all over my lap right now. She's very excited about this. So even though this is not necessarily going to be a 100% NIB, because I am not doing the full investigation into the horse family trees to make sure that brothers and sisters weren't crossed together or whatever, we're still gonna kind of try to avoid it a little bit if we can. Now, Squirrel Prince, I recognize him. I already used him for my other Zonda, and let me go ahead and open that. And I'm also just gonna check here to make sure that it's doing what I want it to do. Okay, great. So that's functioning well. So here is gonna be our second stud. Very intimidating looking. So we're gonna go ahead and choose him. And as you can see on the right hand side, they allow you to give certain bonuses to your mare for breeding. I've already used all of the ones that I already have. So I used a fertility wand already on some horses, and Aphrodite's tears. I had like a lot of those, so I used those as well on like my best mares, because I want those for my best offspring. So we're not going to be adding any bonuses today. So we're just going to cover these guys right here. And now she is Purgante. So We're going to go ahead and do the coverings first, and then I'll kind of run through and do the like the rapid aging with everybody. And I'm going to show you really quickly. So Sopapilla, she's already been covered, and as you can see, there was that sire Squirrel Prince who I was telling you I already recognized. So Squirrel Prince is going to be the sire of her baby. Now let me go ahead and move on here. All right, so now we have our Barbs. This is Black Forest. She has already been covered, and they were kind of boring. They didn't really give him a very good name. They literally just named him what his genetic potential was. So I'm just going to keep him open here and make sure that I don't use him for the next Barb. So our next Barb is Sugar Cookie, and she's so cute because she's got all her little purple accessories, which gives her a color bonus, which is nice. So let's go ahead and find the best available Barb right now. And let's see, she is 22, so we are going to try to find somebody who's better than 22,000, and we're going for 100 block. Hopefully we have somebody available. Okay, great. So we do. So let me just make sure that these are organized. Okay, and so that was 24128. So we're just not going to use him, and we're going to go to the next one, which is this 49K ADC. Yeah, I love it when people don't have creative names. Actually, no, I hate that. I can't stand that. That's so boring to me. I want to give them fun names. All of my horses are named after something sweet, by the way. Um, and my username on here is not Sweet Tooth Yandere. My username here is Sweetest Equines. Because at first when I created, I think Sweet Tooth Yandere was actually going to be too long, but also when I first created it, I was a little bit embarrassed about playing a game that I played as a child. But then I decided to just lean wholeheartedly into it and do a stream. So we're on our Peruvian Pasos, and Pastel Tart was the one who's already been covered. So she has another boring named sire here who's just named after his skills. So we're just going to keep him open to make sure that we don't copy him. And we're going to go to Pumpkin Pallor. And let's go find a Peruvian Paso stud for her. So again, purebred. She is 27,000, so we're going to try to find somebody who's greater than that. Okay, great. We have some options. Alright, and so that was M28202, so let's just go to our next one here, which is going to be Tempo. And Tempo is really cute. I like him. Okay. So there we go. Another Purgante. See, this goes really quick. It's the aging through that's gonna kind of suck a little bit. That's gonna take a while. Okay, so moving on past Pastel. Now we have our Lusitanos. This is Cava Cassava. She's already been covered. And this is the sire of her foal. Another kind of boring name. And this is Tab Cola, our other Lusitano mare. Now, Lusitanos, I should not have any problems finding a good stud. Actually, it's the Mongalarga Marchadors that I'm really worried about. That one I had the hardest time finding a good stud. So, I'm gonna go ahead and set that bluff to 100. And then sort and see who's available. So there's Lucy Stally right up there, and he's got a lot of coverings out right now, so we just got to scroll to the next one, which is Heaven Sent. That one looks really cool. I'm just going to go ahead and click choose here, but we'll take a look at Heaven Sent. Very cool. Love that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do this covering here. And then we can X out that other Lusitano stallion. And now we're on to our Lipsoners. And let's see. Okay, yeah, so it was Snowcap Crown. Another boring name stud here. Here's the daddy of that one. And now let's go back to Candy Apple. And we're going to give her a cover. Libxander could also be tough to find. We will see. So let's see. She's 26,000. So let me go ahead and put that in. Put that to 100 blup. Display our coverings. Sort. And then we just want to skip this lip stud here and go to this Mitwalk Raining. Okay. Interesting. I did have to save up a lot of silver on this game too to make sure that I had enough to do these coverings, because they get kind of pricey, especially when you're covering 12 mares at once. Alright, here's La Piñata. So I think this is our last two mares here. These are the Manga Larga Marchadores, which is a breed that was developed in Brazil. So the stud that we found for her was Kingfisher. We may not be able to find a very good stud for Ambrosia here, unfortunately. We are going to try our best and hope that we get lucky. Oh, okay, we got a little sprite thing going on. Oh my god, you're going so fast. Okay. Manga Larga. Alright, and she is just 23,000. So we'll go ahead and put that in. 100 blup. Display our coverings. And let's see who's the best available today. Oh, okay, interesting. So we do actually have a halfway decent stud. Kingfisher, where was he? He was a 26,000, 26,722. And we have a 26,429. So that's pretty good. That's way better than what I was looking at a couple days ago when I was making sure that I was all set for this. So yeah, we are going to take that right away and cover. And I think that is all of our mares. So what I can actually do is I can go back to the stars tab, and now when I mouse over them, you can see this little icon here. It shows that they are all pregnant, so I can look and see everyone here is pregnant, everyone on this row is pregnant, and everyone on this row is pregnant. So I'm just going to take a little break to check our comments here, make sure everyone's doing okay. Okay, cool. Quiet night tonight. Quiet night. No worries, though. We will keep going. Oh, clicked the wrong thing. Go back. Okay, so now it's going to be kind of the tedious part of aging through. And since these horses are 100 blup, there's not really that much of anything like important for me to do for them. So like, okay, I'll explain a little bit about like training really quickly. So when your horse is born, their top 3 skills become the ones that are important for bluffing them. So those are the 3 skills that you have to fully train them in order to get them to 100 bluff. If you try to train them in other skills first, you're not going to get there. You can gain from competitions, but like eventually you run out of skills you're able to gain from that. You can gain skills from doing missions, and then also from doing rides. So once your horses are 100 bluff, they have done all of their forest and mountain rides, so those will always be complete already. So now what I'm going to do for her is just continue giving her these like little tiny skill gains. Since she's got some training to do, I'll focus on that. Oh, whoops, I kind of went on autopilot for a second and forgot that she loses energy from getting knocked up. That sucks. We're just gonna count out to about 11 here, and then, yeah, we should be able to do that. Okay, that just barely puts her under. Hopefully this fixes her. Great. Okay, another thing about this game is that you want to have your horses put to bed by 20 o'clock, and they have to have at least 20% energy, or else they're not going to be doing so great the next day. So we bed her down. I think what I will do is I'm just going to go ahead and age her and get her all the way through until she is like right about to give birth. So we're going to go ahead and do this here. And then I'm just going to keep going through this. Now this part of the project, which is called Estrellas Soñadoras, I was actually inspired to call it that after Enya's song, La Soñadora, and Soñadora means dreamer, by the way, because that song is really, really pretty, and I have wonderful things to say about Enya. She is, if you don't know who she is a divine being. She is not human, and she lives in a castle by herself in Ireland with a bunch of cats. So she has found the meaning of life, and she's just living her best life, honestly. She's just living her best life. Okay, just want to make sure I don't mess up the math here. But her music is sorted into a category called New Age. And I would not be surprised if she was the first person to ever make music like that, because I don't hear music like hers anywhere else. She has an incredibly angelic voice, and her music just takes you to a completely different place. And I have loved it since I was shown her music in middle school. So I'm a big, big fan. Love Enya. Alright, we're gonna estimate about 12 here. We're just getting her some points and stuff. Okay, so I probably didn't need to give her 12 that day, but that's okay. Our horses can get a little fat. It's fine. They can be slightly overfed. It does not negatively affect their health as long as you kind of balance them out in the long run. Huh, what happened here? Interesting. A weird thing about the Howrse game is that, like, these different things you can do to give your horse energy, like stroking them, giving them a drink, feeding them mash and stuff, the order that you do it is actually really important, because there are some things that give energy really well when the horse's energy is already low here, and some that are the opposite. So you want to give them when your horse is higher energy. So you have to know what those things are. Oh, wow, okay, so we can do a little bit more here. Sure, we'll give you an extra 30 minutes. We'll do that. Okay, so we are getting really close to baby time. And so when that happens, whenever they're in the last, like, 4 months of their gestation, the game takes away your ability to do rides, training, and competitions. They still let you do missions, which is kind of interesting, but, you know, so I'm just gonna give her, like, the bare minimum of what she needs. So you always have to groom your horse. You always have to give them a drink, you always have to feed them, and I'm pretty sure you always have to stroke them as well, or else they have low morale the next day. So I'm pretty sure that when I age her the next day, it's going to give me that notification that she's going to give birth tomorrow. Yeah, So you scroll down here and it says your mare's going to give birth tomorrow. Make sure she's in an equestrian center. She already is. So we're just going to get her through this day, and then we're going to move on to the next horse. We're going to do the same until they're all ready to pop, and then that way I can just go like bam, 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 bam down the line. And we can get all of our babies at once, and it'll be really cute and fun. Alright, feed her. And put her to bed. Alright, next. Sopapilla. I love my little horses. They're very cute. And you can see what I mean now when I say they all have the same image. They all have this crested neck shape, which is why the crossbreeding project is going to be called that. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And we're going to estimate 12. And let's see, yeah, we're still working on boosting that dressage skill. Now, I do not disperse the beach skills the correct way, I'm sure. I care about trying to balance these skills for now, just because these horses are not a high enough level to enter the Grand Prix and win anything. The Grand Prix is like a big competition where all players can participate. And since all players can participate, and there are a lot of very competitive people on this game who have been developing like breeding teams and stuff like that for years, there's just no chance for horses like mine to win the Grand Prix. So, in that case, I am not trying to tweak their skills a particular way for that. I just do what I want to do. Which is just evening them out because it just makes me feel better. Alright. Go ahead and age you up a little bit more. With more missions. And let's see. Oh, we did finally get over 1,000, so now I will boost her gallop. Look at that. Look at you, Sophia. You're so good. You're such a good girl. Okay, alright, so she's already getting close. She's getting close to popping. Feed. Put her to bed. Age. Okay. Last one, and then we put her to bed and move on to the next horse. When it comes to foals on this game, Howrse does not code for coat color genetics. Instead, what they do is the foal's coat color is determined by statistics. So they have, if you look at any individual breed on this game, they have a list that shows all of the different coat colors that could possibly appear in that breed, and they list percentages of the popularity of that coat within the breed according to stats. And so your foal's coat color is basically a roll of the dice based on that. So your parent's coat color doesn't really determine anything about the offspring's coat color. Which is a bit of a bummer, but it makes sense that it would be very, very hard to code for genetics. And in fact, another game that I will be playing for streams like this, they only just recently developed complex coat color genetics. So that's not something that everybody's going to be doing. What I'm doing with her, since her training's already complete because I had given her a Chronos timer, which is a special item that doubles their training speed, is now I'm just kind of entering her in competitions that need fillers. Just kind of helps keep the game flowing, helps people get their competition winnings a little bit faster. They're dead. Age. You can go ahead and groom. You can groom your horse at any point in the day. Usually it's best to do it first because sometimes they'll wake up with low morale if they're not in a 3-star box. There are like a lot of little nuances to this game. It kind of took me a minute to pick all of them back up after not playing for so many years. I'm gonna put her in one last one. Oh, well, that's everybody, so I guess we'll do this one. Alright. We're getting close. I love this. Go to bed. Age you one more time. Get you through this lesson. And then, yeah, giving birth tomorrow. Alright, so Black Forest is ready. Now to move on to Sugar Cookie. We're just gonna train you up. Oh, that's right. We bred you today. My bad. Okay, I'm gonna give you all this stuff. Do about 11. That should cover whatever we need. Could do that. I think that'd be good for the day. You learn how to be the most efficient on this game over time. You do pick it up. There's a lot. So, okay, one thing you may notice that I'm doing is I'm following this specific order to optimize their energy consumption. So what I do first thing in the day is I put them through a lot of strenuous exercise, so it gets their energy particularly low. And if I don't have enough to complete a training, then I'll give them a mash, which gives them 10% energy, so that I can do another training module and get them back really, really low. Then you want to use the stroke when their energy is at its lowest point because you get the most out of it. So you can get 10 or 11% out of your stroke if you use it when they're low energy. Whereas if your horse has high energy and you try to stroke them, it may only be like 2%. So then after I do that, then I do the drink and the carrot because that gives some energy as well. Then I feed, because you want to feed your horse when they are higher energy. They get more out of it that way. So I'll just go ahead and feed. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to get out of her right now. Let me see where her skills are. Okay, she really needs her jumping improved according to my methods. So I'm going to do that. Age up our little sugar cookie here. Give her a mash, and I might kind of give her another training module. Stroke, drink, carrot, feed. And you'll probably also notice I give them a little bit more feed, because this thing will tell you how much they need versus how much you have given them. So what you've given them is on the left. And in this case, I've given her 2 more feed than what is needed because I've played this game enough that I know that doing an hour-long ride on the beach is going to need 2 oats. And I don't want to have to spend another 30-minute feeding to be able to utilize that. So let's see, we're doing jumping, right? So we're going to do that. Put to bed. I kind of feel bad for the equestrian centers that are having to deal with all of this right now because all the feed is coming directly from them. So they're probably a little irritated. I'm depleting their stock quite a bit just to be able to do this project. Okay. Getting down to the wire, you guys. Well, not really. We have so many mirrors to go through. Oh my god. Put you to bed. Age you 1 more time. At this point. Let me just check. In here. Okay. So that's all good. Alright, pumpkin pallor. We put a baby in you today. So, great, we can do that. So, the order you want to follow to replenish their energy and get the maximum amount of energy possible. You do your grooming, then you stroke. In this case, I forget, pumpkin pallor has a Philodie stroke, which gives her an extra. So, groom, stroke, drink, carrot, mash, then feed. This is going to give her a ton of energy. She is going to have a lot. Let me check. I think she actually has... Okay, no, she does not have the Achilles heel as well. So, we don't want to drain her too much. Let me see if I can maybe do... Yeah, I can do one of that. We'll do that. And then the C. She just needs a little bit more feed. Put her to bed. Yeah, so Pumpkin Pallor, her time clock is not glitching. She also has this item called a Kairos dial, which means that all of these functions here do not take any time off of her clock. So that was very useful when training her and bluffing her. Okay, so we'll do that. Training stamina is different. I think stamina and speed both require a higher percentage of energy, so that always messes me up a little bit. So I'll probably just throw her in a competition just to burn some of that off while also utilizing it. Didn't want to waste. Let's see, we'll estimate that she's going to need about 10. We're going to do that. Take her for one ride. Let's see. So trot, speed, and dressage are her best. Let's go ahead and give her a dressage point. And we'll do 8. Let's see if she needs any more feed. Okay, she does. Feed. Go to bed. Maybe I'll do a different skill so I don't have to like think about it as much. I'll train her in jumping for today. That's fine. It does not matter to me. Because she's got everything she needs. To 11. Okay. So, let's see. It was her dressage we wanted to boost. We can do this. Yeah, that puts her barely up there, but she's good. So. Okay. Wow, she's still going. She's still kicking, you guys. that. I always forget to double click that with her. And the thing is, I don't need it anymore, you know? I don't need it. She's already blopped. Let's see, we can do that much. Put her to bed, age her, and then she should be like ready, or almost ready. I mean, she should be in that like final gestation phase. And we're only gonna stroke you once. Alright, you only need it once. You're happy. Don't get angry with me. Turn. Do a little mission. Mish. Tell to feed. Put to bed. Next one. Pastel. Now Pastel, she has an Achilles heel. So what the Achilles heel special item does for horses on Howrse is it allows you to drain as much of their energy and put them to bed as late as you want, and they will still bounce right back the next day. So because of that, all of her rides and all of her training are already done, so we can pretty much just put her in competitions for fun at this point. So let's see, we're just gonna do trot competitions. I'm not gonna think about it. We're just gonna put her with all these other horses. Trot. And hopefully this is helping somebody. Now, I am not gonna fuss with her and try to use all of the energy. I really just want to pop babies out of these horses. We are really just stuffing them and squeezing them as fast as we can. Oh, here we go. Here's one that's about to run. We did not. And do one more, I guess. There you go. Look at that, wonderful. And it's okay that we're putting her to bed late, because she has that Achilles heel. Alright, let's age you up. We're just gonna keep on keeping on. Let me see, there are hardly any more trotting competitions. What other ones does she get at? She's fairly decent cross country, so I'll just put her in a bunch of those. Unless there's nobody else in cross country. It's so weird. I'm used to seeing more people in competitions, so I guess I'm just gonna start clicking random ones. I don't care. Just gonna do all this. Blah blah blah. Groom, stroke, drink, feed. Feed you everything that you need. Put you to bed. Age you up. You're gonna win me so much money, which I appreciate. That's great. We love that. Oh, maybe I should put her in show jumping next. She's alright in that. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. There are a lot more competitions there just waiting to run. So we'll just toss you into those. Oh, pastel. My little pastel. I had actually given Pastel a different coat. I gave her an iris coat, which essentially pours a splash of a random color of paint on your horse. And it was so ugly that I wasted another special item on her just to change her to something else. It was really horrendous. Did not like that. Okay, yay! She's winding down. About to burst. Get one more. Alright, we're gonna do that for you. Get a little pet, get a drink, and get feed. put you to bed. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna stay on this live stream for as long as it takes to complete this. So I'm not gonna just jump off right at 8 o'clock. We're gonna stick this one out. Okay, so Kava, yeah, we're just training you. I know Kava has an Achilles heel as well, but I'm just, like I said, I'm not gonna mess with it. I don't have the patience. In fact, I'm just like not even gonna bother with that. Period. Let's just go. Let's just go. I know we're working so hard to get these babies. 12, just give me 9. Like, I don't want to completely waste these days, so I'm still using them to get some training done, but since they are already fully blocked, I don't have to do a bunch. Oh, did I not even train you at all? Whoops, my bad. 12, 9, feed, put you to bed, age. I think I forgot to click training on the next one, but she's almost done, so we are just gonna finish this up. Put you to bed, age. Stroke, train, feed. 12, 2. Oh no, not 4. We don't want that. Put you to bed. Okay. Yep, she's ready. Next, Tab Cola. Oh my god, this is taking forever. Okay. Now I know you don't have anything special. 12, 8, 9, 10. And I think that's enough to do. No, it's not enough to do another training. So we're just gonna throw you in like a competition. What are you good at? Trotting. Oh, no, never mind. But whatever. It really doesn't matter. Really does not matter. Yeah, so you're good. Okay, good age. Stamina, prune, stroke, drink, carrot, mash, feed, 12, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now we can definitely do a training, and that's plenty. Just gonna keep on going. We're just blasting through this as much as we can. I hope I'm not wasting mashes. Make me feel bad. But she's doing great. Full horses. I work them to the bone. Oh my god. Feed. 12, 6, 7, 8. Do your training, put you to bed, and the next day should be just missions. Would have been nice to have the Artemis's arrow, which reduces gestation time. It halves it. Okay, so that's not the... yeah. I keep like mentally losing track. I'm like, wait, when's the day that they're gonna pop again? I don't know. Now she's done. Next. Lusitanos. Here we go. Dash. Oh, that's right. Forgot. Forgot. I forgot. 8, 9, 10. There we go. Give you that. Down a little bit. Okay. Give her some more feed. Ooh. Oh no. Okay. I think I should just be able to give her like a smidge more, and then like that's right there. It's okay if she's a little fat. She will be fine. Okay. Mash. Jumping again. Stroke. Train. Ferret. It's very repetitive. We're just gonna feed you that and move on. candy apple. Poor thing. 14, 10. Yeah, we're kind of just getting sloppy at this point. Don't know what happened there. Oh. She must have gotten like a treat or something. So yeah, we're just doing that. We're just, come on. Oh my goodness, okay, she's almost ready. Go to bed. Age you one more time. Obviously I had to save a ton of aging points for this as well. 14. 22. Good. Put you to bed and you are ready. Yes. You're gonna pop tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and take my gloves off because it's a little easier to work the mouse without that. So let's see. Okay, now you were Pregante already, so great. We can follow my routine. It's just so much easier to do this when I don't have to think about what I'm doing. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about anything. I just want these babies. Have you ever heard the song I Want to Have Your Babies by Natasha Bedingfield? For the purpose of the stream, her name is Bedingfield. You know, this is a breeding stream. But anyway, so Natasha Bedingfield made a song called I Want to Have Your Babies. And it is actually quite old because I remember hearing this song when I was in high school. And I thought it was just the funniest song ever. And so I insisted on making my super Christian aunt listen to the song because I wanted to see what her reaction was. And her reaction was, like, actually not very bad. And I think it's just because, like, the song, it is so cute that it still comes off as pretty innocent. But it's a classic crazy girl song. I wonder how many people actually know of that song of hers. I don't feel like very many people do, or at least no one's talking about it. They're probably just like, that was weird. This was when I was still pretty young, and so I liked to watch music videos that people made on YouTube using various Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron clips. And so somebody did a Spirit music video to that song, to I Want to Have Your Babies. And it was really cute because there's a part in the song where she's just kind of like, oh, there's a baby. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's another one. And she's like giggling and stuff. And so they used like the clips of all of the different foals from that movie. And it was just a really cute music video. Really, really cute. And I think, and this is like back in the day when YouTube first started doing punishment for copyright infringement. And so they were super harsh about it. They were really unfair. And so this girl, who is probably just a kid, is just making all these Spirit music videos. Her account got banned for doing that. Like, everything got completely erased. And of course she's a kid, so like, she doesn't ever put the account back up. And it just made me so incredibly sad that her account was gone. So Naravira, if you're out there somewhere, just know that you have a fan over here who still thinks about your Spirit music videos that you used to make. They had an impact on me, and they made me want to make my own Spirit music videos and do better. But there was no way in hell that my parents were ever going to get me Sony Vegas Studio, which is what she had. It is a very expensive video editing program. So I couldn't do any of like the cool effects or anything, and that just made me kind of sad. Okay, come on. We're boosting your trot. Boosting your trot, my girl. Um, yeah, we can do 24. And let's see. Ugh, Pinata is going to be a tricky one for this aging process. I do not know what to do with her. She is all over the place. She was a mess trying to blow. I think I'm just gonna put her in competitions. We're just gonna do that. It's easy. I know how to do that without like really thinking about it. Because I know about how many competitions I can put them in. Like once it hits 18 o'clock, then I stop to take care of their needs. Because you need 2 hours to do that. Alright, feed you, put your bed, confirm, do that, and do some more competitions. We're just gonna fill these out, help people out a little bit. We are getting there, you guys. The mangas are the last horse breed in this project. So once our mangas are ready to burst, then we get to just go bam 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 and unwrap all of the foals. That's really gross. Get to peel back the placenta sac or whatever. I'm not being very scientific, I don't care. I'm just trying to be gross. Gigi, put you to bed. Here we go. Come on, Lapineta. She's actually wearing the game's like piñata gear. I don't think she gets like a special bonus for having all the pieces on that one though. Like I think they're higher ranked items. They give like a little bit more of a bonus, but it's not like whenever you give a horse all purple items and it gives them like a color bonus. It doesn't do that here. All right, one more of the day. 8, 14, 8. Put your bed, age you up. Home stretch of this girl. I'm really excited about hers because I actually gave her a Hera's Lily, which is an item that lets you choose the coat color of your foal. So you do that. Stroke, drink, feed, routine, feed, put you to bed, age you up. There we go. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. It's okay. I can come back. I can click, go. The Hera's Lily. I have to choose the baby's coat color. All right, Ambrosia. Let's see what we can do. Now you, um, yeah, you got Purgante today. So we're gonna do that. 10, 11. Let's see if that gives her enough. It does not. It does not do that. Okay. Make you a little fat today. That's fine. You're going to get big fat really, really quickly. She get big fat. Confirm. I wonder what I would do if these horses really had nothing else to do. I guess I'd just throw them in competitions. But there's always something to do, I guess. I do have some horses that I didn't want that the game just like won't let me sell. And I've gotten so bored of playing with them. The horses can die on this game, but they don't die, like they don't start dying until they're 25 years of age. And then it's a very slow process, and you just have to watch their health decline day by day. It's actually pretty depressing. Let me see. Okay, no, she's not ready just yet. She has one more day. I just don't want to rush her like La Piñata. La Piñata's got little bubbles coming out of her butt right now because I sped her along too fast. Okay, that's all of them. Okay, are you guys ready? Because now we get to birth these foals. Finally. Okay, now let me just make sure I'm not missing anything crazy over here. I am not. Okay, everything's still looking good on my end. Fantabulous. When did the music stop? Lord, I swear, you have to babysit technology these days. It's so infuriating. It's like if I put it on a playlist, I want you to keep going. Have you not heard of streaming? Some people stream for hours. Hours! And you want to stop after like 50 minutes or whatever. I don't even know. I didn't check, but irritating. Okay. Let's get these babies. So starting with our purebred Spanish horse, aka Andalusian, powder sugar. We're going to age her and go get the vet. Oh, and we got a blood bay, which I think they call a cherry bay on this game. So I'm not going to give them their names just yet. So I'm gonna give them just their like little code prefix that I put in there for them so that I know who's who. So she's gonna be SH25F. Just gonna continue with that. And yay! Now, did I even create the affix yet? Yes, I did. Which actually, that's gonna get assigned to the crossbreeds. So we're just gonna stick, these are our Estrellas Soñadoras right now. And we are going to put her in the phase 1 folder. So that's Powder Sugar's baby. And let's go ahead and take a look at the family tree real quick and see if we can come up with any interesting. So this is that Pagani Zonda, and I don't know what that means. I do not know what that means. God, what am I gonna do for naming? Because she is definitely Cherry. I could call her... Oh, I know. I am going to call her Cherry Icing. I think that's cute. Okay, now let's go back to our stars. And let's do Sopapilla next. We're gonna go get the vet. And we got a black horse. Ooh, and they're so pretty whenever they age up. So this is going to be our SH, another 25F. Look at the inboard skills. Like, we are getting some high inboard skills. Now this one I gave an Aphrodite's tiers to, so that's why the inborn skills are so high. Let's take a look at her family tree real quick. Okay, so we have Rabbit Prince and Squirrel Prince. Okay, and Sopapilla and Lover Boy. Okay, so we have some kind of fun names here. Let's see. You are female, so I could call you something like Princesa. I don't think I'm gonna have enough letters, though. I am limited on my characters that I can use. So let's go ahead and give you the Estrellas Soñadoras. Put you in phase 1. And let's see. So if she is, let me see. I'm actually going to look up what the Spanish word for honey is. Miel. So maybe I will call her Princesa Miel, which just means like Princess Honey. So we're gonna go with that. And I know she's not like honey colored, but she has a lot of like sweetness. All right, so now let's take a look at Black Forest. Black Forest is one of our Barbs. And let's see who we've got. Yes, we got a Flaxen Chestnut. Oh, and that's right, I gave her a fertility wand, so we have 2 of them. I don't think... well, actually, I don't know if I should name them yet. We'll see, we'll see. So anyway, we're gonna go with BB23M. And we'll just put 1. And then BB23M2. It almost got 24,000. That would have been nice. Oh well. Oh well. I got 2 rare ones. Let me find them now. Okay, we need to give you your affix, Estrellas Soñadoras. We need to move you to phase 1. We're going to do the same with the twin brother. Estrellas Soñadoras, move it to phase 1, confirm. Okay, let's go back to our stars, and let's get Sugar Cookie's baby. Glad I didn't name any of the horses Rosemary. Don't want to go get Rosemary's baby. It's not a fun time. So we got a cute little dapple gray. And we got the Barb, BB20. Alright. Go ahead and assign you your affix. Move you to phase 1. And don't worry, I will go back and I will take care of all of the mares afterward. We are just going to get the babies, and then y'all get to peace out, and then I will stick around and do the dirty work. Pumpkin Pallor. She is a Peruvian Paso. Let's see who we've got. Oh, we got like a little clone of her, and she is a female. PP27F. We're going to continue. And we are going to give you your affix, move you to phase 1. This is going to be interesting to see who all we've got by the end of this. Alright, now let's see who we got from Pastel. We love little Pastel. Go get the vet. Okay, we got another Cherry Bay or Blood Bay. And we got a 28,000 male. Continue. Okay. Give you your affix and move you to phase 1. Cute. Alright. Cava Cassava. This is probably going to be our highest genetic potential baby out of all of them, because I'm pretty sure she is the highest genetic potential. Oh, and we got like another clone of her in a 29,000, so LT 29F. Continue. Alright, get you scooted over in there. Alright, Tab Cola. Let's see what we get out of you. Okay, so we just got a regular chestnut. So we have an LT 28F. Poor La Piñata, she's probably like dying right now. Oh, that's right, I don't have to take care of the foal just yet. It's kind of a habit. Normally, whenever I produce my foals, I immediately take care of them. I will take care of that later. Go to our stars. Candy apple. La Piñata's like, please. Please. Please let me have this baby. The baby's probably like halfway out by now. Okay, candy apple. A lips on her. And we got little white lips on her. Okay. And she is 27,000. So we have LZ 27F. Continue. Cute, cute. Edit. Put you in phase 1. Confirm. You have made so many babies. So many babies. And I'm going to love them all. They all have a purpose. Snowcap crown, our higher level Lipson. Go get the vet. We have another white Lipson. That's a really high coat color percentage for them. 28M. Oh good, we got a boy. I think we were needing some boys. We're getting a lot of girls, which girls are great, mares are great for breeding projects on this game. Okay, let's go to our stars. Poor La Piñata. She's like, please, please help me. Okay, first, what I need to do is I need to check the rarest paint color. So that is what I want to give the baby. So we're gonna go get the vet. Oh, okay, and it lets us choose right here. So let's see, is Dun Tobiano? Yeah, a Dun Tobiano. So we're picking Dun Tobiano. Okay, that's cool. I've never used a Howrse lily before, so I didn't know how that worked on this. So we're going to do the Dun Tobiano just so that we have that rare color. And we have our MM26F1. And then MM26F2. Continue. Yay! Yay! Alright, let's give them their affixes and put them in their phase 1 breeding group. Oh, whoops. I need to go to the others. Have one little baby sitting out in the cold, poor thing. You are a star. You are a dreaming star, just like all the others. And you're extra special because I picked what you look like. So we're gonna close that now. We don't need that anymore. La Piñata is very relieved. She's very happy. I finally let her have her twins, by the way. So she was bursting with twins, and I kept her waiting. Or Piñata. She doesn't deserve that. She deserved better. Poor thing's probably just gonna like keel over tomorrow. But now we're gonna get our last mare. She's another Manga Larga Marchador. This is Ambrosia. Let's see what we get. Oh, and we got a roan, or is that a strawberry roan? Sometimes it's hard to tell with the babies, with their coloring, if they are just a roan or a strawberry roan. If it's a strawberry roan, it is a clone of Ambrosia, so that's cute. MM 25 N. A lot of N's. M. Yeah. Alright, little one. Give you your affix. Okay. Alright, and you were a strawberry roan, so you are a clone of your mama. Cute. Alright, so let's take a look at all of our babies that we got today. These are all the babies that we made. Look at that. Had a couple of them that were twinsies because I gave them fertility wands. Oh man, I don't even know. I'll try to do the naming right now, but you can see how the Estrella Soñadoras like popped up after all their names now. Because that is how this game do. So let's take a look at the family tree here. This is Black Forest's kid. Okay, and they just had like a lot of boring stuff going on. So I can just call you whatever the heck I want, pretty much. You know, it kind of looks like a German chocolate cake. So let me see if I can work that into the name somehow. Let's see, we're gonna call you... Let's try German Choco, and hopefully that's short enough. Oh, thank gods. Okay, so we can call him German Choco. Cute. And, oh, and then we had another boy. So what are we gonna call him? Maybe we'll call him Strudel. Strudel? Is that how you spell it? Hold on. Let me do a spell check here. I don't know how to spell Strudel. Oh, help. Strudel. Okay. This look. Okay, so I don't need the EU. It's just S-T-R-U. S-T-R-U-D-E-L. Apple is the most common one. So yeah, let's call you Apple Strudel. If we can get away with it. There's our little apple strudel. Okay, so now moving on to sugar cookies. Snowcap was the lip sounder. Okay. Oh, that's right. And sugar cookie was of pecan sandy. So let's see. But there's not like a gray cookie. Or like a powder cookie. I'm trying to think. There's like a... I'm gonna just search like powder cookie and see what comes up, because I think there are different kinds. Yeah, okay, there's like chocolate crinkle cookies. There's something called like pfeffernusse or something. There's Italian wedding cookies. I kind of like wedding cookie, but let me look at this like pfeffernusse spice cookie. They're thick and chewy German spice cookies. Oh, snowball cookie. That was the one I was trying to think of. Okay, let's see if we can call him Snowball Cookie, because that is a thing. That's what I was thinking in my head. So let's try Snowball Cookie. Oh, that's gonna be too long, I think. Yep, the name is too long. Okay. So then let's go the alliteration. Yeah, okay. So Crinkle Cookie works. That way we stick with the cookie theme of that lineage. Okay, so now we have Pastel Tart. So this one we can really have some fun with. Ooh, wow, and you have like all special grandparents. That's cool. Okay, and these are all just kind of like cool names. So nothing in particularly related to sweets. Let's see what we can do. Pastel tart. I kind of just want to call her like, or him. Oh goodness, it's a boy. It's a boy. What are we gonna call you, my son? Edit profile. Let's see. Because I'm thinking something Danish for sure. Is a rhubarb Danish, I think? Like, I'm sure someone somewhere has made one, but I don't know if it's really a thing. We're gonna go, I want to try. Let's try a rhubarb. Oh, that's gonna be too long. Oh, no, it's not. Yay! Okay, we can call him rhubarb Danish. Cute. Alright, who is next? This is, I think this is Pumpkin Pallor. Okay, look, there's no inbreeding there. It's just the same coat, but they have different names. Don't freak out. Ooh, Sternenglans. That sounds German. We're getting like a lot of German names for this batch of horses. It's really interesting. Then we have Tempo, Pumpkin Pallor. Ooh, and I think this is one I was potentially going to give a Halloween coat. So, what are common pumpkin treats besides pumpkin pie that we could name this one after? Maybe... let's see. Let's call her Pumpkin Glaze for now. And then if we end up doing the coat color thing later on with her and it changes, we will change the name. That's what we will do, because we can do that. Okay. Now we're on to our Lusitano baby. Okay. Nothing interesting here. I called her Kava Cassava. So... okay. So because Kava is a root, I think I want to call her Beet Pulp. So we're just gonna do that. We're gonna call her Beet Pulp. Because she's like really like dark and kind of reddish purple. I think Beet Pulp works for her. Okay, and then we have this orange guy out of Tab Cola. Oh! If you're orange, we can call you Orange Fanta. Oh, and you're a girl. Okay, yeah. Orange Fanta. Or should we like Españify it and call it like Fanta Naranja? I think I'm gonna do that. We're gonna do Fanta Naranja. So you're Fanta Naranja. Cute. Okay, now for our Lipzaners. Boring names. Red Storm, Rose Petal, and then we have Snowcap Crown. Okay. So let's see. What do we want to call you? Okay. I'm gonna look. I think I'm gonna go with something meringue. But I want to look at just various like white desserts. White colored desserts, not desserts made by white people. Okay, so there's like blondies, pavlovas, meringues, coconut cream cakes, rice pudding, Mexican wedding cookies, angel food cake, Ooh, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with pavlova. I didn't know what pavlova was before I saw it on here, but it says a meringue-based dessert with a crackly crust and marshmallowy center, often topped with whipped cream, coconut, and fruit. That sounds... I guess we'll call you Snow Pavlova. Yeah, Pavlova. Okay. So yeah, that's what we're gonna call you. And then that leads to marshmallows later on in the breeding. Okay, now this is candy apple. And God, just no interesting names that I can work with. Okay, what other white desserts do I find? There's like angel food cake, rice pudding, um, coconut cream cake. Ew, there's nothing like even remotely related to apple. Let me see, what else is there? Interesting. Something called tembleque? It says it's a Puerto Rican coconut pudding that is a popular white dessert. There's also something called a donch. Is a dessert with vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, and warm chocolate sauce. Okay, so it's just like a simple sundae, essentially. I don't think I want to go with that. I've already named a horse baked Alaska. I kind of... Let's go with this, like, tembleque or temblake. We're gonna go with that. So, okay, so it's spelled like that. So, to make sure that we emphasize the cocoa in it, we're gonna call it cocoa tembleque. And hopefully that's not too long. Tembleque. Got it. Alright, that is you. Okay, and now for our little twinsies, our little special manga larga marchadores. So these are going to be La Piñatas, and wow, Grandmama, she ran off into the wilderness. We know nothing of her anymore. Oh, but we have something with moon, so I think I can call one of them moon cake. We'll do that. So, number one, you are gonna be moon... Oh, wait, no, moon pie. Gotta call you moon pie. Cute, because you are kind of like banana-y, like some of them are. And then we have a twin, so what are we gonna do with this little twin here? If you are not moon pie, we can think maybe of like something that would come out of a piñata. So let me look at like, because I forget the names of like classic Mexican candies. So let's look. Let's see what we have. Pulparindo, mazapan, alegrías, cajeta. Oh yeah, cajeta could be a good one. Let's see. Okay, what is okay, mazapan is actually like marzipan. Okay, interesting. So that could be interesting. Could do something with that. Des. Okay, fine. Get in my lap, fine. Alegrías, it says it's a bar or cluster made from amaranth seeds and honey. And then cajeta is the goat's milk wafer, which I'm kind of leaning towards that because I really like that. Divaline, it says a creamy 2-flavored candy. Vero elotes. Rocaras. Pepitoria. Okay. No, we're gonna go with cajeta. Which, oh. It says it can be eaten as filling for wafers. That's the obleas. Okay. Ooh, okay. So do I want to call her obleas? Or just oble? I don't like that as a name. I don't. Okay, then we're gonna go with alegrias. We're gonna do that. That's the bar made from amaranth seeds and honey. So we're gonna do that. Alegrias. Or I guess alegría. Does it have to be plural? Let me see. I'm gonna search. I want to make sure that I'm doing this right. Okay. Alegría candy. Okay. Yeah. So you can put it singular and that is correct. Alegría. And it had like some stuff in it. Should I face ID? We could just stick with alegría just by itself. We'll do that. I don't want to waste too much time. It's already 8:30, so we should wrap this up. Okay. And then our last little baby is okay, a bunch of beers. Um I can do something with that because there's ambrosia. Um Now, let me see what are popular alcohol-based candies. Um, Alcohol candies. Let's see. There's the tequila lollipops. Are there alcoholic candy? Or, oh, it doesn't have to be a candy. Popular ones. Okay, yeah, so there's like rum cake, bourbon pecan pie. What else? Oh, bread pudding. Some bread puddings have like a bourbon sauce. Tiramisu sometimes. Let's see. Ooh, but you are red in color. So maybe we should call you... How about red rum cake? We'll do that. Red rum cake. Let's see if that works. Okay. Okay. Yay! I think that's it. Yeah, because then we have all of those babies already that we named. Let me make sure. I'm just going to look in here. Okay, yeah, so that's everybody. Okay, so these are all the babies that we made tonight. So we have Princesa Miel, which again means Princess Honey. We have Cherry Icing. We have German Choco, Apple Strudel, Crinkle Cookie, Rhubarb Danish, Pumpkin Glaze, Beet Pulp, Fanta Naranja, Snow Pavlova, Coco Tembleque, Moon Pie, Alegria, and Red Rum Cake. So I would be really interested to know, of all of those babies, which one is your favorite based on the name and which is the favorite based on the coat color. So yeah, thanks so much for joining me for this stream. This is just phase one of this breeding project because now all these babies, I'm going to raise them and train them and bluff them so that we can start crossbreeding and officially create the Cuellos Crestados line. Or just crossing a bunch of different Spanish breeds all together, including the African Barb. So yeah, all these babies are gonna make more babies. So if you're excited about that, be sure to follow all of my channels. It does seem like for gaming streams, I'm limited to doing those on just Twitch and YouTube for a while. Restream and TikTok are having issues working together. So I'm not able to stream these on TikTok anymore, unfortunately. At least not consistently, and I can't predict when there's going to be a technical issue. So follow me on Twitch and YouTube so that you can stay updated on the streams themselves. And then, of course, I'll also be posting on like all of my social media platforms just to keep you guys updated when the next one's going to be. Because it does take a while to raise these babies and get them all fully trained up. But I do have more breeding live streams coming up in the future. So if you liked this one, please be sure to stick around. We have some dog stuff, we have some cat stuff, and we have more horse stuff. So thank you so much for watching tonight. And I know that this was a particularly long one, but I hope that you had fun seeing what kind of babies we got. Yeah, I don't have an outro yet, so bye.